Hello everyone, today I will share you a tutorial on OMC. Before that, please allow me to briefly introduce the OMC. It's an outdoor operation and maintenance system that can remotely monitor the status of the device and then control it remotely. We have been running this system for around 9 years, managing more than 10,000 devices around the world and providing excellent outdoor digital signage solutions to many large customers. Now, let's get started. Firstly, we need to log into the OMC page. The website is omcmarveltechgroup.com. We can see that we have Marvel's name and logo here. If you want to customize the logo for your own company or give you a neutral website without Marvel's name, we can make it. We will create the account before shipment. Now, my account is admin, and the password is already written, so let's just log in. As you can see, there are so many devices with green and red labels here. For the red label, it means some of the sensors are out of the boundary value, and the green label means the device was in a normal state. Let's check the detail of this device. On this page, we can check the current operation status of the device. As you know, there are a lot of sensor assemblies in the outdoor products. Let me explain them one by one. The temperature sensor collects the internal temperature of the device. The speed of fans will adjust according to the temperature. There are two temperature sensors installed in the device. One is located on the lower side near the air inlet to detect the temperature of the incoming air, and the other is located on the top middle side of the screen. For the screen sensor, it can detect the screen is on or off. It's the proof of display, which is very important for advertising company. As for humidity sensor, we can see here the value is 48, which is a simulated value, not a real value of the air. We also have a flooding sensor, which is installed in the downside of the device. Once the water comes in, the flood sensor will detect it. It can detect whether the water is coming or not. By the way, it rarely happens. Regarding smoke sensor, it's usually used to detect if there is any power board or component which is in a burn condition. Once it burns, it will create smoke, so the sensor can detect it. Let's look at the collision and tilt sensor. Once the device detects any collision or any tilt of the device, it will turn red here. You will get the email from the OMC. Let's move on to the door sensor. When the door is closed, the label turns green, otherwise it turns red. Regarding the filter sensor, it's installed in some device with centrifugal fans. It determines whether the filter needs to be replaced by measuring the pressure of the centrifugal fans. If the label turns red, it indicates that it's time to replace the filter. Generally speaking, we recommend that customers replace the filter every 6 months. Let's check the heater sensor. When the temperature drops below -10 degrees Celsius, the heater turns on. Once the temperature rises to -5 degrees Celsius, it will shut down. And we also have fans. It's used for cooling the device. Regarding the current sensor, it's used for detecting the current of the screen backlight. If the label turns red, it means the device might be out of order and you need to troubleshoot the problem on site. Next, let's look at the historical data. We can check the historical data for the latest 3 months. You can check the data on a specific date, like this one. Okay, let's go to the alarm data. When the device operates at a boundary value or in an abnormal state, the corresponding sensor label turns red. We can check the alarm source here. This is the device log. Regarding QR codes, we have a mobile app for the OMC platform. You can scan the QR code to view the device detail data. We have a mobile app for the OMC platform. You can scan the QR code to view the device detailed data. Let's move on to control panel. We have so many functions below, as you can see. Let's just explain them one by one. The first one is monitoring photos. For some of our outdoor device, you can choose to have a monitoring camera installed in the device. The monitoring camera is usually installed in the top side of the device, and it can take pictures of the surrounding area. So if you have installed the monitoring photos, then you can click here and will get a picture from the device. For the screen sensors, it is a camera tool. It's located at the top of the screen, facing the screen to check if the screen is working. As for the screen source, you can take a screenshot to capture what is currently on the screen. For the APK upgrades, we don't recommend users to perform the operation when the device is running normally. Restart app means restart the OMC terminal. Next one is restart MCU. MCU is a control unit in the device. It will collect all the sensor data. Regarding restart terminal, it refers to restart the motherboard or the device. Let's go to setting part. There are so many settings here, as you can see. I will just explain several settings deeply, which are used frequently by users. The first one is about the temperature boundary settings. Temperature boundary settings helps lots of customers to solve their problems. Okay, let's see more details. As you can see, the ultra low value. It means when the real value is below the threshold, like minus 10 degrees Celsius, it will turn off the screen and turn on the heater. The heater will be turned off once the device temperature above low value. The value is minus 5 degrees Celsius here. For this device, when the temperature reaches between normal value 30 and high temperature 55, the fan speed will increase linearly. Above the range, it will run at a maximum speed. For the ultra high threshold, the screen will turn off when the temperature reaches the set minute. When the temperature goes back down to 55 degrees Celsius, the screen will turn on. Additionally, in extremely hot locations, we can set this value to 70 around. For example, in tropical regions, the screen tends to turn off due to heat. In that case, the ultra high threshold can be set to like 70 or 75, depending on the real scenario. The same principle is for cold place. Additionally, if you change the ultra high threshold to above 70 degrees Celsius, we suggest that you inform our technical staff and we will share suitable suggestions with you. After setting the values, click OK to save the configuration. Let's go to version settings. Here, you can adjust the device version. Next one is timing version. It's for some device installed around the apartment. Maybe the user wants the device to be more quiet in the nighttime. So you can set time here, like 5 a.m. and set version 5. Click Enter. For the alarm mail settings, which means that once the device is like in an alarm condition, it can send you an email. You can turn on or turn off this function. It's up to you. You can select the only temperature sensor or all sensors. If you select the temperature sensor, which means only when the temperature goes out of the boundary, it will send you the alarm email. Please note, all operations need to be done when the device is online. This is email address. Click definite to share the configuration. As for relay timing switch, it's used to set a schedule for turning the screen on or off. It controls the screen's backlight. This is timing restart. You can set a time to reboot the device every day. This is the device log. For the parameter settings, super function, and modify terminal passwords, it's not done by the user. You can just have a look at it. If you want to operate them, please ask our technical staff for help. Now, let's move on to alarm monitoring. We can check the device which is in alarm condition here. This is device settings. Let's check the details. We can check the basic information and the system information here. Let's go to edit. Normally, we don't recommend customers to configure this information. We configure this information before shipment, so users do not need to change these settings. For the operation log, we can check the operation records and device historical data here. Let's go to facial recognition. It's only used by users who need it. Okay, this is all information about this tutorial. If you have any interest or if you want to have any new functions, please leave comments. Just let us know. Thank you for your watching.